As one of our parents and strong supporters, they sit on near you to bless us. Please stand.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning again. Let us go ahead. Father, as we gather here this morning, I'm asking you, Lord, to bless us, keep us, guide us, and protect us. Thank you, Lord, for the new year. Father God, as I say, help us in every way possible. You know our needs, you know our wants, you know everything about us, Lord God. Father God, I pray that you may bless this meeting in Jesus' name.
Amen. Amen. Thank you so much. Please, if you don't mind, if you could put your phone on silent, I would appreciate that greatly. Alright, I want to take the opportunity to welcome Mr. Samuda, Christopher Samuda from the GOA. He's the president. Please so applaud him. He will be bringing greetings shortly. I'd also like to welcome the president and all members of the managing council of the JTTA. Let's clap them. Also our coaches, our players, parents, and all supporters. Welcome. Today we intend to pretty much go over the regime as it relates to squad training, and of course at the end it will be open up for questions. Just in case you have questions and you'd like clarity in anything, we the team is here to facilitate that. Alright? I hope that you're able to deal with it expeditiously and get out of here. Alright? Mr. Samuda, please come forward. Please to welcome him.
Thank you very much. May I first wish you all the best for the new year. I trust that it will not only be peaceful and holy, but inspiring, particularly for the players and the younger generation. The Jamaica Olympic Association is putting its mouth and its resources behind table tennis. We understand that there have been challenges in the past, but we have put that behind us. And now we are looking towards 2025 to be extremely successful. We want to regain that, should I say, progress in the sport. We had a history of good sportsmen and sportswomen, and the young generation that is now before us must, of course, emulate that progress. But one thing I want to say to you, young players, when you hold that racket, you hold it fully well knowing that you have the parental support. You hold that racket with the conviction that you can do well. You hold that racket because the Jamaica Olympic Association is clearly demonstrating to you that when you do so, you must think of yourselves as history makers and legacy creators. There's nothing impossible. In the Paralympic movement of which I'm president, We say we create the possible from the impossible. We create the credulous from the incredulous. And we're not only ordinary, but we're extraordinary. And this is a culture, this is the ethos that you are going to have to demonstrate when you hold that racket, and particularly when you put on the national colors. Because when you don on the national colors, what you are saying to yourself is that you're a worthy ambassador of the country. And what you're saying to your parents, thank you for making me and giving me the opportunity to not only become, but to overcome. And therefore it is imperative as you go forward in terms of your own local championships, in terms of regional championships, and hopefully international championships, that you have to bear this in mind. Not everyone will be a gold medalist, but many can be standard bearers. And not all gold medalists are standard bearers. And that is what the Jamaica Olympic Association is encouraging, standard bearers. We had our Olympic salute for the first time this year, where we saluted our gold medalists from the Paris Olympic Games. And it so happens that all of them have demonstrated not only on the field of play, but off the field of play, character, fortitude, resilience, which made them eligible for Olympic salute. But as I've always said, if you want to earn the salute, we award you first, and then we award you afterwards. So awarding you is a prerequisite for reward. So we awarded the Olympic medalists a salute, and then we rewarded them monetarily. So I'm encouraging the young players to make history. I'm encouraging you to do your parents exceptionally proud. I'm encouraging you to raise the flag of Jamaica wherever you go, wherever you complete, and ensure that you not only raise it, but you raise it in such a way that others will emulate you. Congratulations to President and her team. They have really remarkably transformed the sport. Transformed the sport, and it's a commitment that they have and they have given to you. So that when they create that opportunity, when they create that chance for you to succeed, you have to seize it with two hands. You have to grasp it, you have to hold it, and you have to ensure that at the end of the day, you deliver. But amidst all of this, there is fun. You must enjoy the game. You must enjoy the spirit of the game. You must enjoy the Olympic spirit, which is fair play, integrity, honesty. Those are three pillars on which we build the Olympic Association. So you have my commitment as president. I commit to youth excellence. And that is what you must embody. Excellence. Not only, as I said, on the field of play, but off the field of play. So we look forward to the youth games. There's a Parapan Youth Games coming up. There's Olympic Youth Games in Dakar in 2026. And then the transition is to the senior games, Commonwealth Games, the CAC Games, the Pan Am Games, Olympic Games. But you start at the youth level, and then you graduate, and you graduate with honors. And honors mean excellence, camaraderie, supporting your colleagues, and ensuring that you can say at the end of the day, I have demonstrated those qualities that embody the excellence of sport, the integrity of sport, and the fair play of sport. Now, quite a few of you are going to be involved in championships, right? Just remember, defeat is not in your vocabulary. It's not in your vocabulary. It's not in Joey's vocabulary. You may be disappointed, but you're never defeated. And that is what you must take with you into competition and make that be a hallmark of your sporting life. Never defeated, That's not in our vocabulary. But at the same time, humility is part of the vocabulary. So when you are victorious, you must be humble. And you must thank God that your parents gave you the opportunity. Your federation gave you the opportunity. The Jamaica Olympic Association gave you the opportunity and gave you a stage where you can excel and demonstrate your God-given talents. So all the best for the new year. I will see some of you in competition, and hopefully I will see some of you at the Pan American Youth Games. I'm also involved in Parapan, and we are having a Parapan Youth Games. And when I say to my Olympian athletes, whether it is at the Olympics or the Paralympic Games, do not complain to me. My para athletes don't complain when they have one hand, they have one leg. And when I go to competitions, some of them are swimming. Some athletes are swimming without limbs, hands and feet. And they're going about their business and they're enjoying life. So complaints are not part of your DNA. Because if para-athletes don't complain, and para-athletes have done well, Alfonso Campbell is the only Jamaican athlete, whether Olympic or Paralympic, that has broken his record 3 times at an event. And that was done at the Lyon World Championships, where he broke his world record 3 times in one event. To the extent that I had to say to him, stop it now, we have to go to dinner. But he broke his record 3 times in one World Championships in France. No other athlete, whether Olympic or Paralympic, has achieved that. And he did so because in the Paralympic movement, we are able with a difference. We're not disabled. We're able with a difference. So 2025, it will be fine and come alive. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Samuda. And I must say that Mr. Samuda has been working very hard with us. And I must say that he has always delivered, despite his modesty just now. He has always delivered, right? And for that, sir, we are truly grateful. At this time, I'm going to ask the coaches. So we have Mr. Parham, we have Mr. McNeish, and we have Miss Ritty. That is now here. Miss Ritty, you first, please, to address the parents. Just outlining your expectations and stuff like that. Huh? You want to settle?
200 times.
Alright, no problem. Let me start with Mr. Parham.
Ladies first.
Alright, good afternoon. And Happy New Year to everybody, parents, guests, players. Alright, where would I start? I'm going to start by speaking about the squad, the national squad. We have selected 24 players, and this selection was based off of the results from the national trials and also results from previous tournaments played within the year. All right, so our long-term goal is to have continuous national training. Right, so this is very important. I know Matt Nish and Miss Ritty, they were a part back in the days. They were a part of that winning team. You know, we didn't stop training. You know, they had training continuously right throughout the year, and that's what we want to bring back to table tennis. Right, so that's our long-term goal. Now, our short-term objective is the Caribbean Championship, Caribbean Senior and Junior Championship that will be held in Barbados in about 4 months' time. Right, so we have 4 coaches, Mr. Matt Nish, Sandra Ritty, and Simon Tomlins, who is not here yet, who will be tasked with finish preparing all the athletes for the championship. Now we have We have some code of conduct here that I'm going to hand out, but firstly I'm going to name the members of the team. So we have 6 members for each category. Right? 4 will be on the team and 2 will be the reserve players. Right? So I'm going to name them. I'm going to start with the under 15 girls. So as I call your name, I want you to come up and get the code of conduct for your parents to sign, for you to go through as well as your parents to sign. Alright, so first up, well, Kira is not here, so Kira Scott. That's the under 15 team is Kira Scott, Kira White, Mystique Sharp. Can you come up as you hear your name? Come on. Mystique Sharp, Christina Royce, alright, so these are the 3 members that will make up the under 15 team along with Kara White. Now the 2 reserves for the under 15 girls team, Elaine Ridley, Kayla Lewis, congratulations guys. Alright, I want to take a picture.
Alright, let's turn it. Turn the front, that's all, turn. Alright, ready? We got 13 and 15?
Under 15, this is the under 15.
Oh, 15. Oh, the reserve.
Alright, thank you.
Alright, good.
For the under 15 boys, the team for the under 15 boys is G. Marcus Smith, Logan Rice, Ajani Spencer, Anthony Bird, who is not here. All right, so the 2 reserves will be Isaiah Manning and Kyle Johnson, who's also not here. Oh, Isaiah is here? Come Isaiah. Say right.
You have him shirt?
Oh, where's your shirt? Isaiah?
I need it.
Alright, you can hold on. Go ahead, this quick. We'll put it on over that now. No.
Oh, take it off.
Take it off and then let's relax and take it off.
Yeah, man, take it off.
Let's relax.
Isaiah, change it, man, change it. Why you not see everything? I'm not calling the beat money much. Them time they are your boy. I mean, you too. When you
Don't turn. And pray.
Logan, smile.
Logan, smile. This is what? Under what?
Under
We are
15
doing
boys.
this one.
Under 15
That
boys.
guy look here, that guy look like he's
Logan,
like
smile.
he's like he's
Oh, you look. Oh, yeah, Logan.
Eh?
Big up.
Thank you. I will move to the under 19 girls. We have Senny Lewis, Kay and Denton, Larissa Peterkin,
Hold it down and shape around and get that.
alright,
You get that? No. Shape below. Shape below. Yeah. Alright, 2, 3. Alright, shake around. Shake. Yeah, shake.
Olivia Peterkin,
Do it again, shake, yeah. Shake, yeah, shake.
and the reserve, Navi Scott. Alright, under 19 boys.
No, hold on.
Yes, sir.
Stay again. Oh, you're tall. 5 something, 5 or 6. 6? What? Yeah. 16. 6'2"? Basketball. I tell you, sir. Alright, big up.
Alright, the team for the under 19 boys, Brian Blake,
Same thing.
Jaden Banks. Stefan McFarlane will collect on the behalf of Jaden. Alright. Yeah, that's all right. Azizi Johnson. Joel Lam. The reserves are Kareem Powell, and Ricardo Goodsmore from Portland. He's unable to attend today. All right.
Funny time. It says under.
Under 19.
Alright, good. Big.
All right, the team. All right, so the senior female team is as follows: Tiara White, who's not here, Senny Lewis, Gianna Lewis, and Carissa Peterkin. well,
Ocean 2 team.
congrats.
So she's on 2 of the team?
Yeah.
Oh.
Now the reserves are Olivia Petrikin,
Six foot 2.
and Juanita Baxter. Is Juanita Baxter here? Okay.
Not here, the Louis, right?
Yes.
Or it's just Mr.
All right, guys. We'll take the picture afterwards. All right. All right, for the male senior team. For the male senior team, we have Kane Watson, national champion Kane Watson. I think he's not here as yet. Still put hands together for national champion. National runner-up Mark Phillips. I think he's on civil duty at the moment. Put your hands together. The other two members of the team, Azizi Johnson. Next member of the team is Paulton Madden, who's still not here as yet, always late. Paulton Madden. All right, so the reserves for the men's team are Joel Lamb, Ryan Blake, so this is a men's team. All right, guys. So I will ask the coaches, Mr. Matnish and Miss Ritty, just to join me up here.
The team. Yeah.
We can do it after this. The coaches, can you come up, please? As I said before, we're gonna have 4 coaches that be working with the team hopefully right throughout the year. Yeah.
Oh, this is the coach. 3 coach.
Yeah, about 4. Simon Thomas will make up the 4. All right, guys. So we're looking for. If you have anything you want to say before I continue. All right. All right. So as I said before, it's a squad of 24, and yes, we have our immediate objective is to finish preparing you guys for the Caribbean Championship in April. But our long-term goal is to have the squad in training right throughout the year. Right. So this is how. If you want to improve in the sport, it's not a sport like where you can stop 3 months and start back. It's something that you have to be constantly doing. You know, there's no break in table tennis really. You know, there's no off season, I should say. You know, so it's a good initiative by the association to make the effort to ensure that we can have yearly training, whether it's at the national arena, maybe GOA and these other association can help build a facility course, in the near future. So, so it can facilitate the training and also tournaments as well. All right, but and for the reserves, I don't want you to feel any way. I want you to continue training because it's not just the Caribbean Championship that we have. We have a Pan American Cup, and we have a number of other events that will be taking place throughout the year. All right, and we're going to give everybody equal opportunity. Once you put out the work, that is. You know, we're not going to give you a handout, but you have to put out the work. So everybody will get an equal opportunity to travel and get exposure as well. All right? Thank you.
Okay, afternoon everyone. As Coach Parham said, it's not the short term, it's long term. So parents, we need you also to work with us. Sometimes we give athletes exercises to do, right? We need you to see that they do them because sometimes we are not able, at the training session is sometimes maybe short, so we normally give exercise for them to go home and do. We need you to assist us, right? And then on another hand, players, it's not only training at the national squad allow you to improve. I remember when I usually play, my goal was every morning, 5 a.m., Son Baxter, who's a boxing trainer, would come to my house, pick me up, and we walk. I lived in Warrington Town, walk to Lucas, took it down, and I had us to do 13 laps with his charge, and when I say I had to do it, not because I'm a female and he's a male and he's a boxer who was with her. That's how I was able to get fit, right? Then go to school, and then in the summer, me and Mr. McNeish here and Randy Fagan, we go to Savannah Park, and in that days I just learning how to play. But all I did was to chop and hit and block. So basically my defense was so good.
Me and the black.
Right?
Me and the black.
Chop, hit and block. Smash. When we go train with them, that's all I do. Until what I usually watch them a lot and watch others play. So watching table tennis make me improve because I see other people mistake and I learn from them. So you can also do the same. So one out of the blue, I just said to him, so well, I'm not wearing black anymore. No, I can't come every time and I just, you just stop and we do specific training because we usually watch Jacqueline Serbeck, Clamper and all of them, and also the Cuban. And we say, well, we're not going to lose to the Cuban. So you will say, I'm going to serve, you push it here, I run it down, I loop, and you block the wide. So that's it. So we do that. One day I said no, one more day I said no. I'm not blocking anymore. I need to top spin. He turned to me and said, well, you can't top spin. So I said, I'm not blocking anymore. I want to top spin. Some get vexed and say, all right, you top spin. The first ball I top spin, you curse a body. Yes. I said, and then him say, no. Some of it never know you that top spin so hard. I said, no, give me a chance. No, you know. And from that day, the training routine changed. So this is it, guys. With me, you need to get partners. So you train on specific training, your weakness, and also build your strength. That's how you are. And fitness is a part of it, not just table work alone. Fitness is a part of your improvement.
Say name on camera.
Sanjarity.
Yeah, well, hello everyone.
Alright,
As I look around, I'm very happy because I see a lot of promising players here who have very good chance of doing well in the Caribbean, right? Just one thing I want all here to challenge yourself. Everybody here, want to be a champion, right? All right. If we have to put in the work to be a champion, that's the hardest part. Put in the work to be a champion, all right? That's all I'm going to leave you with.
Yeah, man, thank you. And what Miss Richie said earlier about you have to be self-motivated as well. I don't expect, you know, if you want to be a champion, I don't think mommy and daddy should tell you to go and exercise in the morning. So you guys have to be self-motivated. If you really want to achieve your goal, you have to be self-driven as well. We can guide you, but you have to do majority of the work on your own. Alright, so if it means that you have to get up at 4:30 before school, it means that you have to practice serve on your bed if you don't have a table at home. You know, you guys have to take the initiative now. You're no longer 11 and 12. Everybody here is what, 14 and 15, 16, 17. You can do it on your own now. So set out a routine. And as Ms. Ritty also said about getting a training partner, it's very important. So we're going to have training Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. That's just 4 days. So you have 3 days that you can team up, you can pair up with your partners and work on specific things that, well, specific weakness and strengths that you know you need to improve on. All right, so you have to be self-motivated to an extent. Yes, sometimes you're going to be discouraged and you need a little push, no problem, but you have to be self-motivated. It's all on you. Just like a teacher in the classroom, you know, you spend, she just guide you and then you do most of the work where at home, right? Homework is done at home, most of the work is done by yourself on your own. It's just like sports, it's the same thing. We're here to guide you, but you yourself, you have to put in most of the work on your own, whether it's mentally or physically. All right, thank you. All right, so the next coach, Simon Thompson, I don't know, is this loud enough? Simon, welcome. This is Simon Thompson, the fourth coach that will be assisting us. I don't know.
No, that makes sense.
Yeah, man.
Put it just into.
Go ahead, Simon.
Go ahead.
Alright guys, morning everybody. Sorry I couldn't be there. Life on a platform.
Come on, put
But, you know, I'm not one for the last season, so I think you guys are training and we'll put the work in that we need to win the upcoming tournament. So I'm looking forward to it. I hope you guys are. I apologize from now for the short I'll put you guys on now, but you'll thank me when it's done. But I'll see you guys at training. It's work hard. And yeah, that's it from me.
All right, thank you, Simon. All right, so as I said before, training will be on Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. The commence date is yet to be confirmed by IPL, so we'll wait and well, it should be in this month, hopefully, within the next week or two, hopefully.
What are the hours?
We're going to try for 3:30 to 6:30 for the juniors and from 6:30 to 9 for the seniors. Saturdays we're going to go from 9 to 3.
Yeah, the times are slotted in here. Saturday is 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. and then we have another session at 2 p.m. to 6 from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m.
All right, so we'll have the code of conduct. I want before you guys can go through it quickly. Well, take your time and read through, and you can sign and hand it over to Miss Bailey over here. Miss President.
Sir, one is just gonna.
All right, thank you.
Thank you guys, thank you so much. Alright, so before we continue, I'm gonna ask two parents just to share with us just their overall experience thus far as it relates to table tennis in Jamaica. Mr. Ridley, welcome in please.
One big man.
Could I lose me?
40s, eh?
Forever.
Eh? You have to go and block 2 balls.
Let's pyramid like this. Good. All right. Go ahead. ID yourself first and then go ahead. ID yourself.
Yeah, afternoon everybody. My name is Angelo Ridley, parent of Ali Ridley. I'm from St. Anne actually. And I have to say I've enjoyed traveling from St. Anne to Kingston a lot. It's costly, but I still enjoy it, especially because it is improving Alien's game. because she is the main reason, well, the only reason why I travel here. But the experience with JTTA and table tennis on a whole has been great, and it has improved her character, certainly mine, and I think it has developed some humility in her and some resilience and some fighting spirit from her. I see that coming out more and more in recent times. So I have to say it has been a very good experience. It has been a good learning and training experience, and I'm sure I say it's on behalf of all the parents here for their children as well. So I have to congratulate JTTA for lifting us a lot higher than where we were in at least, I'd say probably even a year, 6 months. We have grown significantly, and I'm sure that we will continue to grow and even better the sport and for all our children. Alright, so that's what I have to say on behalf of the parents.
So you would love to see more parents or encourage more parents to send out their children to get involved in this sport?
Yes, definitely, because table tennis is not just a sport, that is not just a physical sport. It's a mental sport. It is considered to be one of the hardest sports to play because you have to be quick thinking. If you play the sport long enough, your brain develops so fast that your problem solving character, I would say, becomes really sharp and really fast. You solve problems quickly as it on the snap. Because when somebody serves a ball to you, you have to figure out what that ball is coming. It's the same thing with life. I experienced somebody serve you, I could spin that ball. I said, no man, why? How am I just alright. Serve you again. You control it, you fix it. It's the same thing in life. So table tennis is a life training experience, it's not just a sport. So I encourage all parents, not just here, but if we can encourage all our parents to get their children into table tennis, it will have a significant impact on their life.
Say your name again.
Angelo Ridley.
From?
St. Anne.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ridley. I'm going to invite, of course we have to balance the genders. Yes. So I'm going to ask Miss Osborne, that's the mom of Brian Blake, to come and give her 2 cents. Thank you. Clap her, man. Clap her. Make her awesome.
Bring it up a little bit. Alright, let's ID yourself and then you go ahead.
Hi, my name is Tamika Osborne. I kind of hold a whole heap of hats. I am Brian Blake's mom. I'm also a director of Casata. So I've been in this field for a good little while. My son, he has been representing Jamaica for the last 8 or so years. And I can say with each year it keeps improving. We get better support, and I can say the team is improving with each time they go out to represent Jamaica. I think this team that we're sending out to Barbados is a very strong team, and with the amount of support that they need to be behind them, they will do really well in Barbados this year for the Caribbeans, both in the under 15, the under 19, and the seniors. This team, in fact, I think the relationship that the team have is a very strong relationship. I've never seen a team that is so, they have a very cohesive relationship. They work together very well. They play competitively on the field, but after playing, it's like they're all friends back again, and that's what we need, people who can build each other. So I think this time, this team is very, very strong. They have grown together. This team is mainly built up of persons who have been playing together for over probably 3 to 4 years or more. So they have an understanding, they have a relationship, they know what each person's strength and weakness is, and they can help and support each other. So that's really my 2 cents as a parent.
ID yourself again.
Hi, my name is Tamika Osborne.
Where from?
Brian Blake's mom. I'm from Casata.
Alright, so at this time we're going to invite our team manager, Miss Natalie Bailey Johnson. Make her welcome please. She's going to share a few words.
He's gonna hold the mic for me because the two nervous to hold.
Oh!
Alright, good afternoon everybody. I am Natalie Bailey Johnson, aka Aziz's mom and manager for the both teams. I've been a manager for the table tennis team for as long as I can remember. What I expect of the players and parents is at all times to be respectful. Whatever decisions are made by the managing team, including the coaches, are to be respected by all parents. As we approach the competition come April, I'm going to ask that you guys ensure that you attend as much training sessions as possible, and we'll see the results in the end. And also, for those persons who are here and maybe online, I'm not sure if you have an online feed, the Sunday prior to our departure, I'm going to ask all the team members and their parents to attend a church service at St. Richard of Chichester on Reddy's Road. I'll give you more details as the time approaches. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, David Johnson. At this time, we're going to welcome Mr. Clive Johnson. Come forward, please.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Wallace. Okay, name is Clive Johnson. I'm one of the national referees for table tennis in Jamaica, and I'd just like to thank all of you for coming here today. My job here today is very simple, to encourage the players to know the rules properly and to obey the rules. One of the critical rules that we have to look about is the service rules. And I know it's difficult for a lot of players, but once you get it correct, it's smooth sailing. I know sometimes when you get called for serve, it can be a little nerve-wracking, but keep your nerves and just make sure you practice the right thing in terms of serves and doing the right things in terms of the rules in table tennis. Because when you go overseas, unlike in Jamaica at times, the rules are strictly enforced. So you have to make certain that you understand the rules. And during your training sessions, one of your coaches is also international umpire, so that makes a big difference in terms of what we are looking for as umpires when we are doing the games. So it's critical that is part of the training as well. So I thank you for being here today and looking forward to your continuous training and the tournament in Barbados in April. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Johnson. I'm just going to say a few words before Madam President takes over. So, players, I am truly elated that you have worked hard and you have been selected. Now the ball is in your court. What you do with it is up to you. Now, table tennis is not an easy feat. It takes a lot of dedication, commitment, and sacrifices. Key word there, sacrifice. And I know, and this is one of the experiences I've had when I was one of the national coaches. Oh, they have exams. Oh, they have this. Oh, they have that. Guys, I can tell you that when I was one of the coaches for the national team, we had players playing 6 days a week. 100% attendance, and they all did extremely well. Simon Tomlinson is one of them. He can tell you, 6 days a week, no problem whatsoever. And all it takes is a little time management. If you were to just leave them up parents, you'll see how much time they waste through this. Now if you give them constructive things to do, so if they are not studying and beating the books, they are training. Now that is what we call personal development. And it can be done. What man has done, man can do. It has worked before, and it can work again. Alright? So I'm just putting that out there, because I know it's coming. I know. But I'm saying everything requires sacrifice. So just keep that in mind. Alright? Thank you. Without further ado.
No, hold a second. Mr. Lewis here, the general, the biggest of all. Yes.
Alright, G.D. Lewis, I'm a parent of 2 players. I just wanted to encourage the players because time is very short because you have other things doing in your life. There's a part of the game that's called the mental game. And table tennis is not only about strokes and shots, it's also about your mental attitude on the board. And how do you develop mental toughness? It's by developing it in training. If you miss a shot, don't waste your energy being upset or make excuses. Think about why you're missing the shot. Listen to what your coach is saying and make an adjustment. And you make the adjustment until the shot comes on. And when the shot comes on, you make sure it comes on another time until you're at an 80% accuracy with that shot, right? And then you don't stop training that shot until it's at 80%. When it's at 80%, you can try something else, because nobody's going to win a match at 20% hit rate. You only win a match at 70 or above hit rate for your shot or combination of shots. So that's one. Practice deliberately. I'm working on this shot or this combination, and don't stop until you get it at 80%. That means 8 times out of 10, right? So that's one. 2, watch videos of players and find a player whose style meets your personality and your approach to the game, and watch them. Because even if you're not on the board and you're watching somebody playing, your brain actually doesn't know the difference between what you're watching and what you're doing. It's all the same to your brain. It's the same impulses. So watch a player that you like and watch them often. And it doesn't take you a long time. So all that time on TikTok, spend the time following somebody whose strokes you like and observe it, and then try to see if you can replicate it. And the third, final advice I'll give is to visualize yourself playing that shot, which means you have to use your imagination. But visualize yourself playing the games, especially when you're in a game and you're down 6-love. That's when you need to tell yourself, this is what I have trained for. I have trained for coming back from 6-love to winning the game, right? So just visualize yourself in a difficult position and visualize yourself what you're going to be doing to address the problem. And the more you visualize that, is the better in the real life. When the situation comes, you'll be able to adjust to the anxiety, the stress and all of that. You'll see it because you've been there before. You already knew you'd be 6-love down, right? Worse if you're actually 6-love up and you're imagining yourself being 6-love down, right? Then you're going to obliterate your opponent. So those are my 3 pieces of advice. I hope it's helpful to you as you go through your season. Thanks.
Thank you very much, Mr. Lewis. And those are some key points that you need to keep in mind as you go into your training regime. Believe it or not, these are some strategies that are used in everyday table tennis action. Yeah, you're in a game, you're 6-love down, what do you do? You're in a game 10-8 up, what do you do? Because oftentimes we're 10-8 up and we lose just the same. You understand? So these are things that we actually practice. And then when you learn it, you can now apply it to yourself, even outside of the training regime. At this time, I'd like to welcome our president, Madam Graham, to bring greetings and just share with you a few of the things we have planned.
Hi everyone. I hope you're all feeling good. All the best for the new year. We have to be thankful because we're all here and we have life, which is the greatest thing. I know it's a short notice for everyone to come out, but I really appreciate everyone who took the time. Mr. Ridley all the way from St. Anne and other parents coming from all over from St. Catherine to come to join us. So to follow up on what Mr. Lewis mentioned, I was at a seminar to which I was invited by the badminton president, and on the platform was a sports psychologist. So at the end I did speak to him and told him that we would like for him to come in and to speak to our players as well. Because as Mr. Wallace and everybody else mentioned, is that you might be having your A game up at one point, and then something just happened at the spur of the moment and you lose that focus right there. So you need to know how to capitalize and get back into the game and get going and get that point. So congratulations to all who made the team. Congratulations to the members who are on reserve. And as coach mentioned, that because you are on reserve, that doesn't mean that you're not going to participate in other tournaments. There are tons of tournaments that we have been scouting that will be taking place in the coming months, to which we are pushing for our youngsters to go out to compete in these various tournaments. One such is the one coming up in February, which is the Pan American Cup. That is the qualifying cup. There are already 16 members who already qualified for the whole team. So they're seeking 8 more. So it was thrown out to some parents, and we can throw it out here for parents who are interested. But the cost basically is a cost would have to be borne by the parents, because it's not a JTTA, but it's a great opportunity for the players to go and take part in this. And who knows, maybe we can come out with 2 or 3 members or 1 member who qualify.
Where will it be?
Yeah, I'm gonna say we're qualified for the Pan American Cup. It will be in San Francisco in the latter part of February. So it will be for, I think, about 5 to 6 days in total, the tournament will be. So far we have Mark Phillips and Kane Watson, and potentially Azizi and Jaden Ebanks will be going to that tournament. So if anyone else is interested, you can send over the prospectus and you can look on it and to see if you would be interested. Mr. Simon Thomas will be accompanying those members to that tournament as well. Moving forward now, we sent into IPL the tournament for the training dates, and we are waiting confirmation, to which I should get confirmation about Tuesday, Wednesday, so we can move ahead and forge ahead with our training. We are already looking on other facilities to use just the same, so we can facilitate training for everyone. We know some of you are all the way in St. Catherine, St. Anne, all over, but as the code of conduct says, at least 80%, and if you're not able to, there are certain guidelines in it where you can reach out to each one of the coaches, the 2 national coaches, and let them know that you're not able to, and they can guide you from there, where you go from there as we journey. So we are preparing for 2025 Caribbean Championship in Barbados, which will be for the juniors. It will be the 14th of April to the 19th, and the seniors is immediately right after that. So we're come to know the big part, funding. You know, we partner with GOA, STF, and other entities, to which we have compiled a budget and will be sending out as well. And we're asking for support from the parents as usual. We have sponsorship form that we're asking each parent, each child to take, to see, and ask a friend for a contribution here and there to assist with going on the trip, because we may not get everything that we need, so we have to outsource and find other means and ways. We have come up with some fundraiser event that we will share in the coming week with everyone, what it entails and what we hope to do. And I know it's a lot of burden, and most country, the parents are the one who have to bear the cost, and I know it's extremely expensive. But going to another seminar at the National Arena where they were speaking about the older sports in Jamaica and where they're coming from. I remember one such person, I think it's Wilma, Simon's grandmother, spoke to say that they didn't have any sponsors or anybody there to give them anything. They wanted to represent their country because they know that they could have done their best and they could have done well and they excelled. So they took it upon themselves to go and to seek sponsor out there in every means and way possible. So I know it's a lot, and we hope that in the future that we don't have to keep doing this, but we're just asking for your support in this. I think that's it. Have I covered everything?
All right, so.
Presentation for the other members that came in.
Oh. All right, so we will. After the adjournment?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. All right, so again, I'd like to thank everyone for coming. I hope that the meeting was fruitful. I hope that you've had some questions answered. And that going forward, you know, understand what the vision is. And therefore, we will put ourselves in a position to ensure that we grow mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. At the end of the day, it's not just about table tennis, it's about personal growth, right? It's about learning different skill sets that will help us to move forward throughout our time here on earth. All right? So, I'm going to ask you please to work with us. We are willing and able to work with you, and we are sure that 2025 will be even bigger and better.
Just before I forget briefly, today we'll be handing out some rubbers. We got a sponsor, well, a few sponsorship coming in, but not everybody will get rubbers today. It's coming in, but you will have it in small portion. So this young man is a past player, Mr. Andrew Belefantonite, and he has been following you guys. Mr. Rice, big up, thank you. Thanks, he's been watching your videos and watching the development of these young guys. So he has contributed a couple of butterfly rubbers and a rocket, a rocket, a paddle, a blade, sorry, my bad, for a, yes, and for a young man, but we're gonna talk to that young man, and we're gonna be stern with that young man because discipline is something that we must adhere to. So with him getting that comes great responsibility. Mr. Kimlani as well from American Jewelers will be coming on board with rubbers. As you know, Mr. Chang is there with us as sponsor and wholesale. And we have a few other members out there. They want to remain unknown for now. So I was advised that I could speak Mr. Andrews Knight to say that he donated the rubbers and the racket. He was actually here and wanted to come in person, but he had to run back to the United States. But he'll be back shortly and he will meet with you guys. And he's not only gonna do racket and the blade and the rubbers, but he's gonna assist in every capacity that he can for the development of all in table tennis.
All right, so I'm prepared. Well, the team is prepared. I don't know if you have any questions or if everything was answered. I know that we have some players that are probably on two categories, probably senior and youth. The coaching team will work that out with you, all right, because the senior training hours are different from the juniors and so on. So that can be worked out internally with the coaching team. Any questions before we close? No? Okay.
The only question would be training for Ali, because I noticed that the training is Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Saturday we can work out because you can get away for Saturday. But those 3 days, I guess we're talking as a time.
Yeah, man, that can be worked out with the coaching staff. All right, so if there are no questions, I'm going to ask you to stand and we're going to sing the national anthem and then we will terminate. Any singers among us? A lot? Come, Natalie.
No questions at all from you youngsters, not at all, you know what? You know what, when training or not at all, nobody can ask and we're not going to answer.
All right. So after 2, 2.
Eternal Father, bless our land. Guide us with thy mighty hands. Keep us free from evil powers. Be our life through countless hours. To our leaders, great defenders, grant true wisdom from above. Justice, truth be ours forever, Jamaica, land we love. Jamaica, 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 land we love. Teach us true respect for all, stir response to duty's call. Strengthen us the weak to cherish. Give us wisdom lest we perish. Knowledge send us, Heavenly Father. Grant true wisdom from above. Justice, truth be ours forever. Jamaica, land we love. Jamaica, 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 land we love.
Thank you. Please do not leave just yet. Remember, 1 minute. 1 minute, please. Our president is a lady of many talent, and she provided some scrumptious meal over there. Please to eat. Do not leave them hanging. All right. Thank you very much.
Hold on, do the presentation first, and then we can just do the rubber.
Okay.
Can we just do the presentation for the players with the rubbers? But as I said, everybody here will get equipment, but bear with me. It's gonna come in portions. Please.
All right, first up, Brian Blake. Azizi Johnson.
Azizi Johnson.
Senny Lewis.
Senny Lewis.
Gianna Lewis.
Gianna Lewis.
Logan Rice. Johnny Spencer.
That's what you want.
Good.
Joel Lamb. Alright, the next player is not here. Jaden Evans.
Alright, one sec please for the photo ops. All the players take a chair and it needs to be done in a particular manner.
Remember the female senior team didn't take any photo.
Yeah, man, we do that. Come guys, come with the chair and your racket. Come with the chair. Some persons will stand, the taller ones will stand, and the shorter ones will sit. You want to do everybody? You want everybody?
Yeah, give it a 2 team and a group everybody.
Alright, so under 15. Under 15.
Alright, under 15 come forward. Male, female.
That's what she said, everybody gonna get robots. But the guy only sponsors butterfly.
Under 15, hurry up boys and girls. Hurry up.
We can't go front here, fuck them out.
It's going to be like the juniors finish on the 9th and the seniors will start on the 21st.
And the rest Come Sir Samuda, we get a word before. At the time them done it. It's a good shot. Yeah man, no, I just take a quick break from it. And then you might go in on a group shot and then put it together.
One other person for the team, that's it? This is it for the under 15.
You know, let me just White and blue.
They call him a case in white.
I like. Go to the Alright, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Set up the chat quickly. I will make the reach. That's so crazy.
Missy. It's a piece.
Yeah, give me.
All the best for 2025.
Hurry up. The sun coming out. Hurry up, ready? Ready? Oh, this is the one, under 16.
Under 15.
Ready? You going in? You're going in? Go to the one end. Go to that end. Alright, and ready. Ready? Alright, let's go. Let's go. Alright, don't move. Under 16.
Under 15.
Under 15?
Yeah.
Under 15 male and female. Under 15 male and female. Under 15 male and female. Alright. Good.
19 and seniors. Come forward. No, leave the chairs. Leave the chairs.
Nice. You have a racket too.
Sir, you're right. You fall like. And him look like a player, you know.
Under 19 and seniors.
I'm not running anymore.
No racket? You're not posting a racket?
No.
Oh, you mean?
Elaine, can I racket?
Bounce, I need a shirt, man. Need a shirt.
Where is Wayne's table?
I'm saying look like a teaching player.
Give me a racket for sure.
Yeah. When this one I beat him up, man.
Represent the senior.
Just lucky, guys.
You.
Okay.
Oh, the rubber.
This is the captain.
Milk.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Milk.
here's the captain for the under 19. Under 15.
Over 70.
See my Valen?
Ready? Ready? Don't move.
What is that stick smile?
Don't move.
Why the coach under here?
Where the coach?
Coach Sandra?
Bring in the coach.
And Mr. Karam. Pretty. And Mr. Karam. Pretty. Come Pretty.
Miss Pretty. Oh my God. His name Pretty. Oh, Retty. Miss Pretty. Yeah, get in tight. Let's drop a chair in it. Drop a chair.
One more chair.
One more chair. And balance around. Yes. Let's balance the back. Yeah.
Well, you are the under 15 female captain. So
Tighten up here, sir. The back. Yeah. All right. Yeah, good. All right, good. That's good.
Let me start your racket. Hold on. Let me start. It's not.
Black or red? Alright, don't move. Alright, let's show me a stroke, you know what back on our yeah man, action, it's video, you know. Forehand.
Make it up black.
Let's go on a 15 male captain.
Yes, come captain. captain, show us, man. One captain.
Come on. Big up yourself.
Alright, thanks everyone.
Remember the food,
My one. Thank you.
No, because you said all right. Yeah. No, we in the first grade. That's it. They want it back? All right. All right, Mr. Samuda, very important what the association is doing regarding getting things in place and so on. How important that is, first of all, to ensure that these youngsters get a training camp, not just for, most are here the training camp is for 2 weeks or 1 week. They want to run it for like a few months. How important that is, and take cash to care and they need it. Tell us about it.
Absolutely, Jamaica is a that you have to organize structured training programs so that the young members can transition quite easily to the international. I've always said that convert your talent into Olympic squads so that we can resource them, so that we can have them trained, and that we can set up programs so that they can realize that there are certain problems, there are certain prerequisites that they have to have in order to transition. So this is absolutely important. And I want to congratulate the President and her members because they have understood that talent must be grown in a very structured environment. Training must be specialized so that they can get a chance to transition.
And they say it gives them some help along the way, but they are crying out for more regarding even parents who go after chipping regarding to let a few of the trips possible. And they need somewhere to call home. Tell us about like a big task ahead of them to really accomplish what they really want for the sports of table tennis.
So they have been prior and know that there are advantages to having a home so that you can train regularly, so that you can organize your strategic targets and know them quite easily. The Jamaican Institute is always and what we have said, let us look at how we can coalesce sports together because it may be challenging for one association to have. Let us see how we can pull all resources together and call it not only a home for one association, but 3 or 4 associations. So that is always on our strategic plan. We are going to be looking at it this year quite soon, how best that we can combine the efforts of our member associations, identify a place or places so that they can call a home and then work logistically how seamlessly trading can go at a respective.
So if you could find one venue regarding for badminton, table tennis, those indoor sports that a few associations could use, it will cut and save a lot of cost rather than have one association using one venue.
Absolutely, the concept of shared services in the financial industry can also import in when you have challenges of your own international, then you combine them and there will be economies of scale where that is concerned. So this is why we are encouraging let's get together. There are court sports, there are field sports, there are water sports. Let us see how this we can synergize in those sports to create an environment to get a home so that we can share our services and you can have some place for your own and training.
Thank you very much. Big up to the man. The president.
Think good? Yes, man. You know, so I have to capture a moment. Yes, man.
Open a video, me as a show, you know.
You will see it. Right? Right, you see?
go out and help sponsors contribute.
Which one? February 1?
The one for February, they have to cover that cost. That's for the Pan American qualifying cost.
They need to get some funding for April.
For the April, right.
That's what I said. So you need more help there?
Yes, we need.
Alright, come
See, when you're filming, you need to film everybody inside the macaroni and not just the people inside. Alright, so next.
Alright, just
Remember
to say
Ingrid Graham, President for the Jamaica Table Tennis Association and also Chairwoman for the Pan American.
Alright, a very important move today regarding to get all stakeholders in one, parents and so on. Tell us what the main objective you want to reach, having parents and players and the association on one ground to pass information also with coaches.
Alright, what we're aiming for is a togetherness with everyone coming on board for the development of table tennis. We know that table tennis is a very expensive sport and we're lacking in a lot of resources. We have sponsors who are there for us, which is GOA, SDF and OSIL, Western Sports, American Jewelers, all those companies, and also where Atlantic Electrical is concerned. They came on board last year and assisted us with a vast amount of money to cover some of the expenses. So hence we are thinking of creative ways how to fund these. We're going to have fundraisers as well as we are asking the parents and the athletes to come on board to assist in any way that they can. If they need letters to take to get assistance where the sponsorship is concerned, we have sponsorship sheet that each player and parents will get to go and go to schools, families and friends to make this dream a reality, because we do have some exceptional players, and going to the Caribbean Championship for this year, I think it's going to be a remarkable mark for us, and we expect to excel based on the development of the players and putting in all the works that are needed.
And before that, you have February.
Yes.
Tell me about that.
So there is the Pan American Cup, which is in the latter part of February. So now this Pan American Cup is a qualifying event. So we are hoping to send at least 10 or 8 players to this event. Now the parents will have to bird this competition as it is not a JTTA event, but it's a preliminary Pan American Cup qualifying. So our players can get the experience of playing with some of the great table tennis players out there. So we also seeking sponsorship where this is concerned. But as I said, this Pan American Cup event here would be solely basically on the parents, but we as the JTT will be assisting in any capacity that we can.
And you were saying regarding these booklet that you're handing out, what is inside them?
Alright, the code of conduct. This is the code of conduct, says a guideline for each athlete to live by. Meaning that what we are expecting of them, they can't be going on social media and posting or doing things. They have to behave in a good manner out there because they're representing us, the JTTA, and not only that, they're representing the country, Jamaica. So the name and the brand is out there. So we want for them to be diligent in what they do. So it entails rules and regulation for the training as well, and also we just ask to input at least like 80% into your training, because we know schools are in and some of the senior players, they do go to work, but communicate with us and the coaches to let us know if there's an issue. There are some players who are all the way in St. Anne or in St. Catherine. So communicate with us and the coaches so we can put together a plan to see how best to get everybody going to training.
I think you've been training for how long regarding before the jet out?
We've been training been a good 3 months. We did it last year, and we did it in 1.5 months for the under 11 and 13. And as you saw, we came out with 2 Caribbean champions. And these players are more experienced. Some of them have been playing since the age of 7 or 8, up to the senior level and the junior level now. So yes, I am expecting great things from them.
They said they've been training from
this month.
Tell me.
They've been training come January this month. Maybe not this week coming, but the following week until we depart for Barbados on the 14th of April.
I think that will be adequate to bring back a lot of individual champions.
Yes, it is more than adequate because the children, they already have the skills and the talent that needs to take them to that level there. So yes, the constant training and in training, proper dieting as well, exercise, everything falling in place.
And where they will be training?
So far we are waiting to confirm the venue. So when it is confirmed, then I will release exactly where.
But you've been calling for a home, but Mr. Samuda says it's a possibility that if you can have a home, not individually for table tennis, but like a badminton and other indoor sports, you'll be happy with that?
Yes, we are actually, we've been speaking of badminton and myself and basketball, and we are going to approach volleyball as well, so the ball sport. So basically, yes, if we can get a space to facilitate all ball sport, then that would be excellent. So we just work on a time schedule, and when we have competition, we will still share the space. So I think we will have a great relationship there if we come together to get one indoor complex to facilitate all the ball sports.
And you say you want to get in these players' head regarding a psychologist to look at their headspace.
Not to say to look at their headspace, not say to look at the headspace, but somebody block the road.
Must somebody come in.
So we're going
hold on. All right, we're picking up back. I say it's important. You see other sports using a psychologist, and you want to use it regarding. Tell us about that.
I think getting a sports psychologist to work with the team is an excellent idea, on the basis that sometimes the coaches can't get into the head of the player. I mean, they might be having a good game and then suddenly everything go wrong, and every minute you notice all table tennis players, especially here in Jamaica, them look on them racket as if the racket do them wrong. But it's a mental thing, so if you just go into the game in a clear head, play the game, relax, enjoy it, and not thinking about the ball or thinking about the table or thinking about your racket. So we need that for them to understand and how to get themselves out of that situation if they do find themselves on the table while playing.
And you say you received some help, some person handed over some sponge and racket or so.
Yes,
important that is.
Yes, so we got contribution from a past player, Mr. Andrew Knight. Very thankful for him. He has been coming on board since last year to assist with the development of table tennis. We have Mr. Kemlani from American Jewelers as well coming on board. We have Mr. White from OCIL as always, our longtime partner. And as you know, Western Sport is there with us fully. And other persons coming on would like to remain unknown for now. So until then, we will be distributing more equipment to our players as we go along.
And finally, regarding I think the manager was saying it's a possibility that you might have a church service to ensure that everything is put in place and the blessing is there for you to travel. Tell us about it.
We do believe in that. that, we pray together as a family, and whatever we do together in unity. So we want the children to understand that they have to be thankful and give thanks to God for being here and for everything that they have. So yes, it's very important. That's a very important factor for us.
When it going to be?
And we haven't finalized the date as yet, but we will let you know as soon.
What is that? What is it?
For us to go for a church service with all the members to visit. We
Say
pray
him
together.
Say him again.
Ingrid Graham, President JTTA, and Chairwoman for the Women's Commission for the Pan American region.
Over and out.
Thank you.
Look where I talk to you.
Azize. Sunny gone. Brian.
The country at 2 level. Tell us about that.
It's a great experience knowing that I represent the country, not in only my category, but in other category. I just wish for the best in both. I just want to do my best and execute.
Tell us regarding we get the manifesto here today regarding the code of conduct. Any problem with it regarding things that you have to adhere to regarding heading into the training sessions?
I looked through it while they were talking about it, and personally I haven't seen anything that's wrong. It seems pretty reasonable to me.
And regarding you now individually, I think you'll be training from maybe next week into closer to April. You think that tight fan will be good enough for this team to really, and you individually to really go and perform very well for your country?
I mean, personally, and I think I can speak for everybody else, we're training at our own clubs and we're doing our own individual personal training, and that along with this training really, I think it will help us to get what you need to be.
And the coach was saying that sometimes it's good when you train individually on your own to get in areas that you are weak in. How important that is?
I think that's very important when you play a game. Sometimes there's something that you really need to just dial down on, and then maybe those little things are the things that will make you win or lose. So I think it's very important.
Say him again.
Aziz Johnson.
Are you be 2 categories? Tell me.
I'm representing in 19 and also on the senior team.
Alright, big up yourself. Alright, 2, 3. Alright, for the record, say him.
My name is Joel.
Tell us regarding you receive the information from the association. Hope you look through. Pleased with everything that you saw regarding code of conduct and what they require of you regarding heading into the training session.
Yeah, I think it's very reasonable. I did read through the full thing. We were outlined the schedule. We were outlined expected behaviors and those kind of things. I think it's very reasonable. I think it makes sense. So I'm quite happy with it.
And you play, you go represent in what category?
Under 19 boys and the Jamaican senior team.
And tell us, any pressure regarding two major category you go have to really perform well in?
Well, I mean, that's the thing. There's always pressure with competition. That's just how it is. But I mean, that's something I think I enjoy. That's something just part of the game. You know, you reach high pressure situations because you've worked hard to be there. So you take the pressure and use it as motivation to just play as best as you can.
And I think you'll have maybe a few months to train. You think that will be adequate? And the coach was saying you have to train on your own, correct your little faults and so on. Tell us about it.
Yeah, of course. Of course, if this were all the training I had, I don't think it would be sufficient. But of course, reaching this position, I've had to put in a lot of training. I'll continue putting in that training. And this will be a good addition and very good preparation, I think, to help me focus and play my best.
Say your name again?
Joel Lam.
Alright, big up. Alright, for record, say your name?
My name is Bramley.
And tell us, you will be competing in 2 categories, tell me.
competing in the under 19 and the seniors category.
Tell us regarding any pressure regarding two major categories for you to really perform well in?
Well, no pressure really, because like, I'm used to performing overseas. Last year I participated in around 5 tournaments overseas, and I play senior categories regularly now. I'm only 16, but like I'm one of the best seniors in the country right now, so I want to continue to prove myself. So I don't think I'm really pressured until the day of the tournament. I'll be fine because I'm confident in my training. I'm a background.
And you received the information from the association. You must have looked through, pleased with everything in it, they laying down some guidelines and so on.
Yeah, it's fine. The only real thing that we have to get around is the timing. You know, it's still a thing. I'm still doing CSET, but you know, we're gonna work everything through and we're gonna get the training done.
Trying to get it, guy, is a percentage of time that you have to be in training. You say you go have to balance the books and training. Tell me about that.
Yeah, you know, you have to sacrifice something, and I'm gonna balance both, and I'm gonna get my subjects and perform well on the table.
I think the timeline in terms of time for training will be adequate for you. I think is from now into maybe mid-April will be adequate for getting the extra work to correct the little areas that you need to correct.
Well, I think so, because it's not like I just started training. I've been training all year round, so you know, even if they start now, it's not like I haven't been training. So you just add on to what I've been doing and you know, help me progress with different people to train with and a different like venue.
Say name again.
My name is Brian.
And you represent the country in what?
Under 19 and the senior.
Alright, big up yourself. Alright, cool. So, alright, don't move. Alright, for record, say name. Carissa. Peter King. And you will be representing in what category? Tell us any pressure regarding two major categories on the shoulder to really go and perform well?
I believe that with time management,
And regarding you received the brochure here with information, you must have browsed through it. Happy with what you have seen and are pleased with everything on it, or what you are not so pleased with and will be pressuring for you?
I feel angry about it because the time that we were given to train is similar to the time that we normally train. So it won't be much of a difference. And you know, working with the time that we use and school schedule, I feel like it would be.
But in terms of the school, as you're saying, it's going to be a balancing act because it's exam and stuff. Tell us how you're managing, you plan to balance both things that you come out as champion in both departments.
For these things, I would have to stick to write up subjects that I have some study for and try to balance my training time.
What school?
I attend St. Jude's.
St. Jude's? And you in terms of you will be training from January, maybe mid-April. Happy with that amount of time on the training ground that can really correct the little areas that you need to correct? Say him again. Are you in two categories, tell me? Alright, good. Olivia? Petra King? Spell your surname.
P-E-T-R-E-K-I.
And how old are you? And you say you will be on two teams? Tell us about it.
Yes, so I'll be on the under 19 team and I'm a reserve for the senior team.
Tell us regarding pressure regarding two teams, a possibility that you, being a reserve, you can be called upon to really represent. How pleased are you regarding your form now? You'll be in training for a few months, and also the brochure that you received. You must have glimpsed through it. Happy with everything that you saw in it? Tell me.
Okay, so first, I wouldn't say much is pressure to be on the team, but more like a privilege. I'm excited to be on the team. I'm excited to go in training. That's, I mean, technically if I'm on two teams, that's double training, that's more training. I think that's good. In terms of going into training in the future, I'm very intrigued. For this year, I definitely aim to push myself to the limits. I aim to push myself past my limits, and even though I know it's going to be uncomfortable, probably going to shed some tears, but I think that's the price you have to pay to get better. You have to shed tears, you have to put in the work. And in terms of the guidelines that the corner that was given, let's see what would be appropriate. Nothing drastic that, you know, I was like surprised by, but things that are automatically expected of us as players.
And they are saying that you need to control your phones and so on, and don't post things and send out a lot of, but a lot of person like to send out their success and so on. It's limiting you regarding not sending out information?
Not really. Following the guidelines, they know what's best, and it's not as if they're not posting it. So I know that they will post it, and because they're posting it, I can always refer my friends, my family, and whoever I know to see their post. And it's through the JTTA posting it that will get more attraction to table tennis on a whole, rather than just doing my own.
So happy with a few months of training, you think that will be adequate for the team?
As long as we put in the work, as long as we give each training session 100%, and as the coaches were urging us, that's not only at those specific trainings, but outside of those specific training hours, as long as we put in that extra effort, I believe that it can be enough, and that we can show ourselves and represent our country well in different competitions during the year.
Say name again?
Olivia Petrick.
And you represent that what category?
The under 19 girls and the seniors.
Big up yourself. And tell us, you usually do what? And tell us, you're moving up to what? Tell us, any pressure moving up to the under 19 level?
Definitely, because you know, originally others before me, they definitely came and they did what they had to do. So I want to like live up to the expectations, to definitely show them that I can improve more going up and you know, executing my life.
And regarding, you got the brochure with information, guide. You must have browsed through it. Please, with everything that you have seen, based on what the little look you look at it. I think the timeline, you'll be in training from this month into mid-April. You think that time will be adequate?
Definitely.
Why? Why you think that?
Because overall, like school, like when you come into training, you have to do what we're doing. Take time, help us with anything that we have to do, make us improve, and strategize with everything else. They have to help us with that.
What school you attend?
I attend the Queen's School.
So it's going to be a balancing act for you to balance the books and also the training.
I have to work more my time management, but I don't think that will be a problem.
Say name again.
Okay, and then
And what category will be?
under 19.
Alright, big up yourself.
Yes, sir.
Anyway, the list here, yeah? Alright.
They are penalized on more than one occasion. Can the opponent be awarded the game also?
Okay.
So this is how it works. First, there can be a warning given to the player and no point is awarded to the opponent. But after the initial warning, if it is blatant enough, you call a fault and a point is awarded to the opponent right away. But after the first initial warning, point is awarded to the opponent once there's a fault. So it can be right through the game, right through the whole match. As long as the service is not being done properly.
So once the player continues to fall, he will eventually lose the game, losing points.
Yes.
And how often that happens in the sports? Is a one-off thing, or you'll find a player continue to fall throughout again?
Sometimes players get nervous when a call is made, but most times players tend to build up the courage and start serving properly. Sometimes the service that they have been practicing is not proper, so they tend to get nervous and lose out the game because of the improper service.
But can the player notice that you don't have videos to see exactly the offense that they have committed? You do find players who would object to your call? Tell me about it.
Players can object to the call, but once a call is made, the decision is final.
Yes?
Yes.
Do you think that's fair?
It is fair. Recently, ITTF introduced VAR, where players can ask for a review of the serve, right? But it's not in every case because VAR is very expensive to implement, so you would not see a VAR in every tournament.
But it is internationally, is it used internationally?
Yes, no, but not on a regular basis.
But how important it is to get it that VAR on the local scene regarding tennis to improve?
I doubt that we'll be getting VAR on the local scene anytime soon because it's not the technology is not cheap. But once players serving properly, there is no issue. So all they have to do is learn to serve properly, and they'll be okay.
So we'll never see VR on this side of the world anytime soon.
It is possible because ITF organizes the tournament in the Pan American region, so it is very possible that ITF Pan America can introduce VR, but it's up to them.
Oh, so because of the expense, so the player would have to work with the umpire. Is umpire call call at all times, and whenever call the umpire meet the player, and I say the umpire is the person. He said the person doing the scoring is also a qualified umpire. Tell me about it.
Yes, you have two situations. You have an umpire and you have an assistant umpire. So umpire will be on one side and the assistant umpire on the other side. When you have a station where you have two umpires, one is the umpire and one is the assistant umpire. So the assistant umpire is the person that turns the scoreboards, or if we have electronic scoreboards, both the umpire and assistant umpire operates the electronic scoreboards.
So when you have one person making the call and also turning the score, is that a distraction from watching the performance and the serve?
No, it's not, because just like if you are the umpire or the assistant umpire, both umpire and assistant umpire are the same call. So it doesn't matter who's doing the scoring. They are both umpires.
You ever have issue in terms of a player really stopping and saying that that serve that you're calling that is illegal and the game is stopped? Tell me about that.
We have had many issues, both local and international, but at the end of the day, the call is of the umpire and the decision of the umpire is final.
So there's nothing in it for the player?
Well, what is in it for the player is that the player must do the right thing and serve properly. That's it.
But you are the judge, so it is between you and the player. The player is saying that he did it correctly, and you is saying he did it incorrectly.
Well, as I said, the player's job is to perform their role, and the umpire duties to perform their role. So both umpire and player have duties, right? So the duty of the player is to serve properly, play properly, and win their matches. The duty of the umpire is to execute the rules.
Can you find an umpire coming to during a game and a player insists that he don't want that umpire based on previous?
No, the player, is not up to the player to determine who umpires the match.
Yes?
No, it's not.
Even if the player had a bad issue with the umpire?
The player cannot determine who umpires the match. It's not their call.
Yeah?
Their call is to go and play the match.
Oh, so the umpire definitely have the upper hand at all times?
No, the umpire doesn't have the upper hand. Both player and umpire has their duties. So it's not a question of one has in the upper hand. It's a simple matter of whether player, umpire and coach have their duties. So each of them is executing their duty. So it's not a question of one having the upper hand or not. Just executing their duty.
And so you are an umpire?
I'm an international umpire for table tennis.
For how long?
Since 2007.
And state your name?
Clive Johnson.
Clive
Johnson.
Big up yourself.
You're welcome.
Yeah, tell me. And them say they're not bring it out here.
I didn't say they're not bringing it out here. Unless it's very expensive technology. Imagine we don't even have electronic scoreboards here. No, I'm just saying they don't have
electronic scoreboard is what?
Here, that's what I'm saying.
What is that? Electronic
scoreboards, where unlike when you see the scoreboards moving manually, you have a tablet that the score is displayed on a screen. So you indicate who's serving, what's the name of the player.
So the player can keep track?
Yes, and both players and spectators.
Okay.
Just like the scoreboard, the electronic scoreboard is for both the players, spectators, and the umpires.
And the streamers.
And the streamers. And those persons it is being televised.
So it's better for the sports?
It is better for the sport.
And that is expensive?
Not necessarily.
That's technology.
Technology. So
you have somebody for punching the thing?
No, the umpires are the person.
Oh, the same one who turn the board.
Because you have once you have the software, and you have a tablet, it's easy.
Yes, there's still a tablet and a television screen.
Yeah, monitor. That's it. So the technology.
So why they can't implement that? And then why they can't implement that?
Where?
Out here.
Speak with the president.
I would have to refer you to the association on that matter. That is above my pay grade.
Oh, so you're just a punch rather than manually flicking the...
Yes.
For the manual, something rob you.
No.
Just input. Because input. You have any input and you can't correct the input. You can't correct it.
Exactly.
Right.
No.
It's the same thing as doing a manual scoreboard.
Manual input can't make errors.
Right.
So if you make error, you correct the error just the same, just like if you flip and then it's the wrong person.
Right.
Score, you flip it back over. No, you have it stuck at your side. You have it in front of you. It's visual, just like when you see it.
Right up there.
You have several monitors. No, they're monitors right at the table. Monitors right at the table.
And then you have one for the public.
Right.
Okay.
And your name, and you see who's serving this to the ball right beside the name. Say, you are the server. Just
also
like that.
indicates whether timeout card, whether yellow card, red card, everything. No man, the monitor is right beside the board, right at the court. And there's always more than one. So there is a monitor most times at the table. They also have monitors sometime around where they call area, so persons can keep abreast as to where the matches are.
So before the match starts, the player can say, they have to go to running with the umpire.
The umpire. You have different stages of umpire. You start from a national umpire, then you sit the ITTF exam, and if you pass that, you become an international umpire. After international umpire, you have another. You go further to sit the AR exam. And then if you pass that, you become a blue badge umpire. But you don't get that blue badge umpire until you make 4 meets, 4 requirements. This requirement is to umpire in international tournament where you are being observed, and if they see where you're fitting all the requirements of being a proper and technical umpire, then you get that meet. But you have to pass 4 meets, become a blue badge umpire. If you get 1 meet, 2 meet, you're a blue badge in progress. That means you're still in progress of becoming, finishing the test to become a blue badge umpire. At the moment, I went to Peru and did the blue badge exam. I passed the exam and I made 1 meet. So I'm now a blue badge in progress. So wherever there are any tournament internationally and there are meets, then I would have to go there in order to become a full blue badge umpire. When you're a blue badge umpire, you can umpire in any Olympics, right? When you're an international umpire, you can umpire in World Championship. But if you're a blue badge umpire, you have the preference to umpire in the World Championship and Olympics.
Okay, but regarding when did you achieve that against your name?
I achieved that in October.
And tell us, you're saying in the region, tell me some more about that.
In the region, the Caribbean region, I'm the first English speaking to become a blue badge umpire in progress. And in that, I'm the first female and the first person. You have blue badge umpires in the North Americans, right? Which we are part of the North American. But in the Caribbean, English-speaking Caribbean, I'm the first person. In Dominican Republic, the Spanish people, you have blue badge umpires and also blue badge in progress, like I said, who sat the exam.
So you feel having that against your name?
I'm feeling proud and great of myself because I started the game at 16 and I don't stop there. I continue to learn the game and learn all aspects of the game.
And regarding you wanted to be an assistant blue badge, or you want to get the other grade? Tell me.
No. I want to finish my blue badge, and then after I think about the gold badge.
Because sky's the limit. So you can gain from it? Tell me. Or it's just something against your name, or you can benefit from it? Tell me.
You can benefit when you're a gold badge umpire. When you're a gold badge umpire, you do not have to pay your airfare to go to any international tournament to umpire. A blue badge umpire, for instance, you're going to the Olympics, you don't have to find your airfare. Right? Everything is covered. You don't really gain much from it, but the love of the sports, the love of it,
but you're disappointed that with table tennis, when persons achieve in other sports, even referee reaching at a high level and so on, the reward is very great. Disappointed that monetary reward is not there for person who achieve at a high level regarding in table tennis?
Yeah, you're disappointed, but it's just a matter of the sports. The class table tennis has lesser of football and I only mention cricket, netball and track and field. So you just have to, you like the thing. I have the passion for table tennis, so anywhere I can, any aspect I can do in table tennis, I'm willing to learn, and I don't stop learning table tennis.
Well, you love that to change though, regarding in terms of monetary reward regarding receipt happening in cricket, umpires who achieve different level, get paid at different level, football get paid at different level. Why table tennis?
But even in table tennis, you don't get that much pay if you're a coach. There's no pay in table tennis. Being a coach, even in schools, it's just a stipend you get. A national coach is just the same. But the work have to be done, because as a past player, and I achieve, I would like to see my young brothers and sisters achieve also, although there's not much. I did not get anything, but probably one out of the lot will come up and become a world champion and achieve from it. So you can't just stop there, you can't just look at say, well, you're not achieving, so you just like, no. You just try to make others.
So how can we get a change regarding edit it in the direction that it's supposed to be regarding when it comes to other sports, football, cricket, beam basketball, and so top coaches are well rewarded?
No, we just have to start winning and people start seeing us, right? We just have to start winning. In latter days, we usually winning, so we were on top. So we just have to just start winning.
Oh, so the sports is at a low now. You think that is the major factor?
It's at a low, but it's improving, and that's what we coaches are trying to do now, to build back the sport. In order for one of our charge to earn.
So it's just for the love now.
Just the passion, the love.
And you're around the sports for how long?
Oh, I started the sports at 16 years old and I'm now 66. And I'm proud.
Why you continue?
As I said, the passion. I just have the passion for the sports. Not the love, I have the passion for the sports.
So you must have seen it all, regarding when it comes to the sports activity, the high and the low.
Yeah, sure. I've umpired in 2 world championships. I've umpired I've played in 1 world championship.
Where's that?
In Sweden, 1985. So I've been there, I've done that. So I'd like to see, my child do the same, get the opportunity to play in a world championship, get the opportunity, try to strive and be a world champion. First, you have to be try to be even an Olympic champion.
That Sweden experience was a tough one for you. Tell me.
It was tough and it was fun because it all started with the Commonwealth Games first in Isle of Man, and that was it. But then teams like Australia, India, when I was playing, we beat them. No, we can't beat Australia, we can't beat India. No, they're far ahead of us now. But when I looked and I said, I went to World Championship and I beat Australia, I still have the post. But they're really above us.
Why do you think that is, to create that gap now regarding the sport?
The problem is we are third world country, we don't have the funds. Look at Australia in cricket. They have the technology. We don't have any technology. We just have to base on what we know, what we learn from other tutors. Right? They have technology. They have, they can switch a player from being an attacker to a defender because they have the technology to do that.
But so
But the door is not closed.
No, the door is not closed. The door is, as you see, the association is trying. Just want the Minister of Sports, the JOA, the SDF to work with us, and then we can move from there. We can do anything without funding. And the players have to play their part also.
And you say, this crop of player now, if they go and exceed in that championship in Barbados, it can send a message that table tennis is back and with a bang.
It's back and going forward. There's no looking back. So they just have to work.
Say your name again?
Sandra Retty.
Are you around the sport for how long?
50 years.
50 years?
50 years.
And you went, the biggest championship you went to is what?
I played in the World Championship, but I played in the Caribbean Championship. I lost to Kibibi Mose in 1993 here in Jamaica. We have been myself and Sophia Berger, Sean Becker. We have won many team championships in doubles in the Caribbean. So
you have a few things against resume against your name.
Yes, a lot.
Big up yourself.
All the time.
Every time.
Yeah.
I am Sandra Retty, OD.
OD. Oh, you have OD get to there. But the Governor General give you that big sash thing there? What?
Yeah. But you were there too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if they didn't have the passion for the game, I could not get that title.
Right. I mean, the eyes is watching what is taking place.
Right.
Next year, come on. Next year.
Papa so she's with track, Jamaica Sports, right? And you know that she focuses on our track athletes and many other things, as well as a realtor.
Yes, a sports realtor.
Okay.
Sports realtor. Hi, how are you guys? Hi guys, good to meet you. So I'm the one that organized all those trips to those Olympics, World Championships.
So this is our, it says our,
Birmingham was there at the football, to table tennis.
This is our photographer and our videographer all over the place, Mr. Rice there. This is one of our council members, Mr. Dawson.
Hello, Mr. Dawson, how are you doing?
And we have Natalie over there. Natalie. And we have Miss Sidoni Esu.
And Mr.
Samoud and Mr. And of course, you know Delroy.
Good afternoon, sir. Happy New Year. We'll go back around 40 years, 50 years. 50 years. Nice to live. Yeah,